Alright, Shalom. This is the brother Ataz Wamia from GMS South Carolina camp. I want to first and foremost give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honors to those great millstone taught me the truth. Shalom to the Akim out there pushing the truth and sincerity. Like everybody know, every year we do this, starting with the elders and to the brothers under them that's been doing it for some years. It's our New Year's countdown to the end of this man's kingdom. We do it every New Year's, and I want to touch on basically, Lord willing, touch on this martial law. All right, and using the similitude, all right, that the Lord gave us concerning the times that we in. Okay, He gave us three similitudes. He gave us that He compared it to the day that He shall return, who He really called Jesus Christ, which is named in Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. He said that it would be like in the days of Lot and like in the days of Noah. All right, and when you see the abomination make it desolate, that you read in Daniel's, he that heareth understandeth. Okay, now what he was talking about with the abomination and make it desolate, he was talking about the time of that was going to happen in 70 AD. Okay, when the so-called Jews, well, I shouldn't say so-called Jews a lot, you so-called Negroes, which are the real Jews according to the Bible, Jerusalem was surrounded by Roman troops led by Vespasius and then his son Titus, who conquered you in 70 AD. And this is how the Jews got into Africa and different parts of Europe and Asia Minor and Asia, all right, fleeing from Roman persecution that happened in 70 AD. Now, because that already happened, all right, but that's going to happen again in these times, okay, with this female martial law, all right, and Lord's will, we'll touch on that, all right, okay, because really the two major, like I said, the two major prophecies that we're looking for is the implementation, the pushing of the RFID chip being mandatory, all right, which is right around the corner, and also World War III. All right. Now with the chip comes what we always talk about: the famine of the word, martial law, the collapse of the money, race wars, famine, pestilence, Norse abuses, Civil War, Third World War, the nuclear destruction this place being done, and the Lord coming back, who you really call Jesus Christ, which is Yahweh Shai. All right. So let's start in Luke. Alright. Start with this obvious. Alright. This is Luke chapter 17, verse 28. It says, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot. Now what happened during the time of days of Lot? Okay. You had well, we can get into it real quick, Alright. Go straight to the point. Alright, Genesis 19:1. And there came two angels to Sodom at evening. Now Sodom, alright, anytime you think about Lot, you think about the destruction that happened at Sodom and Gomorrah and the 5 neighboring cities. Alright, okay. So let's read this account, and then we'll show that according to prophecy, America, alright, which is known in the Bible as Babylon the Great, when we read in Revelations, which is that great city, was in the spirit of Egypt and Sodom. Okay, all right. And the Lord said, He said, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot. Okay, all right. They did eat, they drunk. Luke 17:28. Likewise also as it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drunk, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven, and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. Okay? Alright, who's the Son of Man? Matthew 16:13. It says, when Yahushua came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, whom do man say that I, the Son of Man, am? So the Son of Man is Yahushua. Alright? And he said, even thus, Luke 17, I start 28 again. It says, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drunk, they bought, they sold, they planted, and they built. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven, and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed, when Yahushua is revealed, his second coming. Okay? Alright? So the Lord gave you the similitude, alright, as the days of Lot. So let's just hop straight to the point. Alright, Genesis 19:1, it says, and there came two angels to Sodom at evening, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. Alright, and Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face towards the ground. And he said, behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the streets all night. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him, and entered into his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. But before they laid down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house about, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. Now, who was in Sodom? So we get to understanding who was these people in Sodom. All right, Genesis chapter 10, verse 15. It says, verse 19. It says, and the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon, as thou goest to Gera unto Gaza, as thou goest unto Sodom and Gomorrah, and Admah and Zeboim, even unto Lasha. These are the sons of Ham, after their families, after their tongues, in their countries, and in their nations. So those that occupied Sodom and Gomorrah, those were the Hamites. Alright? These were so-called, what you would Italy call South Africans today. Those were the those are the Canaanites according to the Bible. And those people that dwelt in the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, Admah, Zeboim, and Lasha, which is, I think is Zorah. Alright, all those people were Canaanites. Okay, so-called Africans. Alright, real ones. Okay. And they compassed Lot's house. Okay. And this is what it was said about the men in Sodom. Okay. Genesis 13:13. But the men of Sodom were wicked and sinners before the Lord exceedingly. Okay. So these were wicked men. Alright. Okay. And the whole reason why the angels came to check out Sodom and Gomorrah was because of this. Genesis 18:20. And the Lord said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grievous. Alright, so what we about to read about Sodom and Gomorrah, alright, it said that these men were wicked and sinners exceedingly before Yahweh Shah, and that the people complained about them, alright, these Sodomites, alright, okay, is great, okay, and because their sin is very grievous. So the sin that they was committing, alright, was very wicked, alright,